Welcome to the Customer Success Playbook podcast postgame show, where myself, Roman Trebon, and my co-host Kevin Metzger go behind the scenes to talk about the latest topic and guests we had on the show. Kevin, last episode we had Jeff Heckler on, Director of Customer Success at Market Source, and we had him on to talk about the role of service delivery in customer success. I think service delivery, we talk about customer success a lot. We talk a lot about, hear a lot about relationship management, onboarding, maybe even upselling. But service delivery, that backbone of customer success, the bridge between, the product and service promise versus the actual experience. We don't talk about it as much. And when we were doing some prep for the shows, you said, hey, we got to get someone on and talk about this because it's so important to the relationship. So why, Kev, was this something you wanted us to kind of dig into?
Yeah, I think that there's a couple of things. One, a lot of companies are rebranding their service delivery organizations to customer success or account management to customer success. And so there's a correlation or something, there's close relationships between customer success and service delivery. And I think it depends on the type of organization you're in and how you look at it as to whether or not you're looking at something called service delivery. Are you offering services and providing services as part of your function, or do you call it customer success because it's a SaaS self-serve type environment? And what's the relationship you have? But every business has aspects of both. So when you go through onboarding, there's professional services associated with it. When you have special requests, even on traditional SaaS, applications where you want to do some customization for your particular implementation, there's going to be services associated with that. So service delivery becomes a part of delivering to the customer and ensuring that the customer is achieving their goals and getting to their successful outcomes, right?
Yeah, and Kev, you probably know firsthand this, right? What happens when service delivery is not up to customer expectations, right? Who's at the front line dealing with customers when SLAs aren't met or the product's not delivering as expected, right? It's the customer success team's right there in front having to deal with these issues and questions.
Exactly. And SLAs are a part of it. And how are SLAs defined for your product and for your services? And are you being able to deliver on that promise? Because that's a promise you make up front, right? Yeah. And there's an expectation that you're going to hit that at a minimum, if not exceed the levels of service that you've defined for your product and for your delivery.
Yeah, and that's right. Again, the customer success team trying to align strategically with the client, help them meet their goals and get results. Hard to have those types of conversations, though, when what they already have isn't performing to expectations, right? And if the service is clunky, Kev, I just had a personal experience with this. Went out on my doorstep right before we started recording this. Box, perfect, nice shape, perfect, right? Picked it up from Amazon. Another box banged up, looks like someone threw it at my door. I'll have to check the Ring doorbell on that, right? Both delivered, right? Both delivered. The experience across both not the same, right? And customers can feel that, right, in the B2B world.
Yep. And I think in the B2B world, it's becomes more significant too, right? Because if you deliver the banged up product in the B2B world, now you've got, it's not just the implementation that customers experience, but they're missing their goals to their bosses. They're missing their goals to their customers. It's a broader feel. It's a broader sense when it happens in B2B, I think.
Yeah, and it impacts so many people, like the clients, end users, right? They can't do their jobs. That causes frustration. It causes issues for them. And then you said all the way up, right? If you brought that solution in, that software in, and it's not delivering, obviously doesn't look great as well, right? So great topic. Great to have Jeff on. I know we got some commentary from the audience afterwards about really, even double clicking into this topic even more and talking about like the role professional services played. I know you mentioned that earlier, Kevin, but it's worth probably a deeper dive in And I think the comment we heard was, a lot of times professional services, they don't have those long-standing relationships with clients. They may come in, do an initiative, do a project. They're in and out, but that's an important role. And how does that kind of work with customer success? So maybe good to get into that soon too.
Yeah, I agree. And just some thoughts on that is, as a customer success manager, having served in the role and my expectations of my people serving in the role, when there is a services project going on, I still expect my CSM they should be having regular meetings with, the project manager. They should be having regular meetings with the customer on how they feel it's going, because, you're almost, to me, it's like having the canary in the coal mine there in that scenario. You want to be able to have somebody say, hey, something's going wrong early before it actually goes off the rails, right? I think by having that kind of third party in there and having CS involved, understanding what the objectives are, how you're working towards the delivery, you can avoid a project going off the charts, going from green to yellow to red, simply by seeing early warning signs and being that third party. So
yeah. No, it makes complete sense, Kevin. And then, probably easier, a little easier said than done, right? So, how do you do that? How do you get those teams aligned? But I think your point's dead on, right? Having the customer success team engaged the entire time. They understand the client, the product. I mean, it definitely is that bridge across all these different teams, right?
Yeah.
So, Kev, things that have not gone off the rail is what we have cooking here at the Customer Success Playbook, right? So, we have a new website.
We do.
Customer Success Playbook.ai, right? .ai. We had a lot of stuff coming as well, Kev. Tell the audience what we have on the website currently and some things we're looking to do down the line.
Yeah, so website's up with this podcast. It's brand new, which is exciting. Spent a bunch of time working on it. We've got some quotes from some of our former guests, and we have some blog posts up that highlight some of the videos from our former guests, along with some new opinion pieces there. The biggest thing that you want to get signed up for is the newsletter, because that's coming. And Roman, I saw the template for the first.
I put on my student hat today. I got into the tutorials. Thank you, YouTube. That was awesome. So I got in, but we got a lot coming with the newsletter, Kev. We're going to have, you can stay, up to speed on who our latest guests are going to be. You talked about, we're going to have some thought leadership pieces. We're talking to some potential guests, future guests, and some others in the space to bring their thoughts and ideas on customer success to our site. We'll have some guest video interviews, some stuff you can only find on the website. So check it out. I mean, Kevin even mentioned you can find pictures of you and I on there, right? So I don't know. That's going to drive traffic or keep it away, but we'll see. But no, the site looks great. It's super exciting, and again, we got a lot of ideas for Q4 here, and then going into the next year. So make sure you sign up for that newsletter and check us out. So.
Yeah, the guests are booked through the end of the year, so we'll be getting that the list of all of that out in the first newsletter. So
yeah, we got some great guests. I'm super thankful. I know you are as well. We got such a great community, and that's what we want to build here at the Customer Success Playbook. We want to build out the community. So again, to stay engaged, to get in touch with Kevin and myself and others in the space. Make sure you sign up for the newsletter. You'll be in the loop moving forward. So, Kev, what do you always close us out with?
Keep on playing.
Keep on playing, guys. See you next time.